This one gets out of hand in a hurry. Will is known as the Mustang Medic, and he's going to go off on politics, on teenage girls, and he's got tips for you to buy a classic Ford Mustang.
And I'll tell you one thing, Ginsburg right now, it's like a weekend at Bernie's. They got Ginsburg walking around on sticks. She's dead, and they're making believe she's alive. You watch her. She forgets what she's saying because the puppeteers underneath aren't moving her mouth.
Hey, you want to put a little more politics together? What was the story on the old Mustang? Didn't Clinton have one?
If Clinton owned a Mustang, he was posing.
Oh, dude, I'm almost positive he did.
I don't know that.
Hang on. Now you got me curious here. Hang on.
Steve Saline's wife had a 74 Mustang.
Really? All right. Hang on. Bill Clinton Ford Mustang.
Oh, he's Googling during the
Googling it during the show. All right. Here's what it is. It says he has stood behind President Clinton or Governor Clinton at the time, loved and admired his Mustang. What was it? It looks like it's a 67 or 68. It's the second gen car.
You know what? You can fit a couple bodies in the back of a Mustang, so that makes sense.
In any case, he did have one, and
I'm driving around with a broken taillight in a 2000 Mustang, New Edge, silver. I don't know the official Ford color. She's a stick. She's got 222,000 miles on her. I bought her for $600, and I backed into her and broke this taillight. Yeah, this one. I broke this taillight by rushing to go to a car cruise, which turned out to be a cannonball run at 100. Well, I can't say how fast I was going.
Fair.
But this little V6 could keep up with the GTs. That's all I got to say. I can drive. I'm actually an official race car driver. I was certified at Chuckwalla Valley Raceway, and you can search Chuckwalla Valley Raceway Mustang Medic, and you'll see me driving those cars. They comped me for the day, $1,600. I didn't have to pay, and I just drove my ASS off, a double dollar sign butt off, and loved it. I was so damn tired by the time I was done this cruise. Like, this is what I learned. And this could save lives, so definitely don't edit this part out of the video, okay? This could save lives. I'm not kidding. If you're in a turn and you're screeching and you're going, in your mind, you're going, I'm going too fast. Don't do it. Don't hit the brakes.
Do
not tap your brakes.
And don't lift. You can
just let it roll.
Just
let her roll.
Yeah.
Let her roll. Don't if you're in a stick, don't let off the gas real fast. Just let it roll through the turn, because in that screeching like that, that's a perfect chemical compound of rubber and hot concrete that's literally doing what it's supposed to do. Do not hit the brakes. And why am I saying this? I went off the track more than twice. That day.
I know.
Yeah, they cut me
very well. I've been there before. I've driven. I've actually
so much fun.
I've driven Vipers.
Everybody should race cars.
Really great.
Everybody should be in the Army, and everybody should race cars.
Yeah,
it'd be character building. So anyway, I smashed this with a Polaris Ranger, and when I hit it, I backed up into it. It sounded like 1,000. Now this isn't a China joke, okay? But it sounded like 1,000 fortune cookies when it broke. It was like, and then I heard pieces raining down, ching, 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 ching. And I just was like, I should have stopped and got up and lifted the Polaris off of the back bumper. I was too upset. I don't put anything brand new on a 20-year-old V6 Mustang. No. Don't do it, guys. I know you want to, teenagers. I know you want those really badass rims. Sorry, I said the word. But don't hold back. Hold back for the payments on the S550. Hold back. The S550 is the most beautiful Mustang out there. And back to cars. That 69 Fastback, always my quintessential favorite. Always my quintessential muscle car favorite. Nobody can beat the 69 Fastback. Gosh darn, they designed the S550. It's a beautiful, it's the most aggressive, modern machine. When you ride in it, it's like a cockpit. It's better than the new Edge body styles with their beams. They come down, they're thinner, so you got a better view of the cockpit. And man, that's a beautiful cockpit. You're just like, whoa, drove forward and did more damage. When I drive around with these guys, I'm hanging out with 25-year-olds now. I'm 55. Because 25-year-olds, this is why I hang out with 25-year-olds. I mean, they might not hang out with me. Right now, I think I hang out with them. We'll find out.
Right.
But 25-year-olds, this is what's better about being 25 and 55. And you'll be able to relate to this because you're close to my age. When you're 24, 25, 26, and all of us remember this, you're going to laugh. I know you're going to laugh. You're hopeful. You think you're going to have a good marriage. You think you're going to make a lot of money. You think you're going to be healthy all your life.
Yeah.
You're not worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. You're worried about your rims. You're worried about your subwoofer. Is it going to fit? And this is all they talk about. And I'm sitting there laughing my butt off going, this is awesome. This is like, we, as adults, we're all adults after we're 18, they say. But if you can stay present, not think about your past that you can't change anyway. What the hell? Thinking about your past, it's useless. Your future, you can't do anything about the future. Your future, you could get in a car and be dead, be T-boned in 5 minutes. You have no idea about your future. You cannot plan your future. Man makes plans, God laughs, okay? Are you going to interrupt my podcast?
No.
Oh, she's interrupting my podcast.
That's a lady going on here. Oh, hey, what's going on? Hello, lady.
Come back.
Wait, put your hair. Say hi. Put your head in here. You got to go in deep because
That sounds a little weird.
Deep. Okay, go deeper. No, this is Radical Rachel, and this is Sarah. These are my daughters.
What's going on,
And
girls? How are you?
Sarah's the creative director. She does the art when she
Did she lose her job?
well, she's been fired a couple times.
Excuse me.
And Rachel, she's getting a little bit. Her agents are getting a little tough with me, so I haven't been able to get opportunities as much as I would have liked before she got older. What?
Keep my phone in here.
Your phone? No, it's in the bag. And
Oh, okay.
isn't it in the bag? 14-year-old girl, dude.
Dude, I got a 13-year-old boy. Believe me, I know all about it.
Oh, dude, no, you don't. You got a boy. You got a girl? Do you have a girl?
No.
You don't have a girl. No, you don't know.
No.
You don't know.
No.
You don't know, son.
What's that whole joke? If you've got a
No.
what's the joke is if you've got a boy, you got to worry about one
Dude.
in the neighborhood. If you got a girl, you got to worry about all.
No. It's a whole new ball game with
Yeah.
a girl. You have no idea. Sorry. Respect. You got a kid. I respect that. But the boy, let me tell you about boys and girls, okay?
Yeah.
This is the difference between bringing up boys and girls. I got fathers telling me, my son's a good kid. He's good. They're just telling me this right in front of my daughter. And I'm like, your son's 13 years old. How do I say this on an interview? If he's discovered it,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
if a good-looking tree comes by, it's in trouble. You know what I mean? The tree could be in trouble. Anything's possible when we discover it.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the best way I can say it without saying it.
I used to do a bit on the radio. It was kind of almost like a stand-up piece, and I would have listeners call into the show, and I would have them give me any scenario. And I said, because every single thing that a guy does is directly related to getting into a woman's pants.
Exactly.
I've always kind of in the back of my head been looking for a Mustang. I've always wanted one. I love.
You don't have a Mustang?
No.
Oh, gotta go.
No. Oh, get out of here. That's why I want you here, though, so you can help me find
kidding.
me and anybody else for that matter.
So you want a Mustang?
Yeah, I'd love one. 64
kind?
and a half to 66. I love the style, right? I love that style. To me, that body.
Fastback, coupe, or
Oh.
convertible?
Dude, I mean, if I could get a fastback, it'd be awesome. But the money on
You
those,
can get a fastback.
they're going through the roof, though. Coupes are way more attainable. But
No. Then you can buy a shell of a fastback and build your own tribute car if you want to.
Yeah.
If you're not worried about the money you're going to make out of it, which is
No.
not a lot, they sell for like 40. You can get a nice one for 40 grand.
already done, right? That's what you're saying.
Of course, yeah, 40 grand. 40 grand is not a lot of money.
But if I wanted to, I know. But if I wanted to build one myself,
You're going to pay around $5,000 to $6,000 for a shell.
yeah, well, that's not bad.
Oh, it is bad when the restoration costs 50.
Well,
Think about it. Do you want to restore it or do you want to drive it and enjoy it?
and there's the argument, right? Because I can get into a coupe for.
Don't get into a coupe. Don't do a coupe. They made $750,000. Well, they made combined $750,000 and 65.
Yeah.
Don't do the coupe. The coupe's only going to be worth 16 grand.
Right.
Don't do the coupe. You got to do convertible or fastback. You got to. Come on.
All
Now.
right. Well, convertible would be cool.
I'm sorry.
I would
Yeah,
like
let me say coupe guys. I love coupes. Don't get me wrong. I like coupes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there something specific on that generation that is unique to that generation if I'm going to be looking for something?
Ford GT convertible 65. That's unique. It's got a dual exhaust. It's a V8, of course, 289. It increases the value by $5,000 to $10,000. You might be able to get into 50 from it for a GT. The way you find out a GT is there's two little holes in the floor in the back seat. You'll see brackets welded on there from Ford. Then you know you got a real Ford GT. Otherwise, they're all single bracket. That's how you find out what a real Ford GT is. A lot of people fake Ford GTs. They stick the little lights in there. They stick the little gauges on the top.
Right.
And they call it a Ford GT. Just an icon. It's just an icon stuck to a regular car. They made less Ford GTs, of course. That's why they're worth more. That's the biggest problem Ford Mustang has, and also the biggest opportunity is it makes so many cars that we can now buy a beautiful S550 for like $30,000 stick GT. That's a cheap. I don't want to call it cheap. It's an Ford doesn't exactly build them like really expensive. It's not like a Ferrari, but Lord knows it looks good. It's fun to drive. It's going to rust in some spots eventually, but the experience that you have with it, and you take it to the track, and you feel good about your car. You got to take a car to a track, any car. You got to take it to a track at least once.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And push it.
I'm a road course guy, but whether it's drag racing,
me too.
You're into, right?
I'm into drag racing, but I respect the fact on how easy you can lose it. Yeah. When you're doing when you're doing like 12-second or 10-second quarter mile, that's pretty crazy. But I like technical track because I feel like it's more of a chess game than checkers. No, I'm not calling guys that are doing quarter mile checkers. They got a whole different world. But with a course track, you really have to concentrate on how do you flatten the curve. Race car drivers love curvy tracks, and they're always trying to flatten the curve.
Yeah, right. Of course. Well, what's that whole joke? What is it? The straightaway is for a fast car. Corners are for fast drivers.
Yeah. This is what I do. I'm the Mustang hunter. So my advice to you, if you want to just enjoy a fastback and you don't want to, I don't want to call it wasting money, because restoring is its own process, and people enjoy the experience of restoration. But if you get a guy that restored a car and he's had it for 10 years, and so it's a 10-year-old restoration, you can get the best price. If it's just been restored, you're going to pay the most.
Sure.
But if you buy one that's 10-year-old restorations, and there's a lot of them out there, you can be in the experience for like $30K, $25, $30K. And then sell it for the same price, and you have the car. So you just drive it.
Yeah. See, that sounds perfect. To me, that sounds really good. I want to get in it. I want to enjoy it. I want to drive it. Basic stuff. I mean, I like brakes, brake cylinders, right? Upgrading to a dual circuit system, right? That's got to be. I mean, I'm not worried about originality. I want something that's going to be safe to drive, so that's a smart thing to do.
You got a front disc. Anybody that runs around. Yeah. Anybody that's so hardcore OEM concourse that they're driving around with front drum brakes, they can't go on long cruises because that brake fade's no joke. And you got 90% of your braking's in the front. So if you got drums in the front, you're going to hit somebody, and it's going to be your fault.
Yeah, yeah. How are you? But what do you think? Power steering, power brakes, are they worth it?
Well, you're talking to a guy that just loves bone stock stuff. I call them time machines. Yeah. Oh, they're dead. They're dead. They're not at Bud's. I got missing teenagers right now on a live. Well, it's not live. Oh, wait a minute. Do I see them? I don't see them. Son of a gun.
Dun, dun, dun. The life of a father of teenage girls.
Girls being the key word.
Oh man. Well, listen. Well, I'm gonna let you go right now, man. Hey, before we go though, websites, Instagram names, things like that. Folks want to find you. How do they find you?
Your rants can be repetitive.
That's all good.
MustangMedic.co. I lost the com. It's a long story, so it's CO. It doesn't matter. Don't bother. Websites are passe anymore. Mustang Medic Facebook, Mustang Medic Instagram, Mustang Medic YouTube, Mustang Medic TikTok. Hey, what's going on? You seen Sarah anywhere? She's dead. Love it.
Love it, man. All right, Will. Thanks, buddy. Take care. Have a great day. Be safe out there.
Thanks, brother.
I told you this one was going to be fun. And if you'd like to have more of it, well, it's pretty simple. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube, follow us and like us on Instagram and on Facebook, and we're going to grow the driving show and share it with your friends as well. Until next time, be safe out there, enjoy those cars, and I'll talk to you soon. I'm John Hammer. Take care.